I came home today. All the kids in our family came home today. You see, we came home to give our final goodbyes. Mom died last week. She wasn't really our mom. She was our foster mom. But she poured herself into us, and I'm telling you, she changed our lives. She had a theory. She said if she could get a child while he was young, that she could train him right, and if she did, by the time they were 3 years old, they'd be a good person. I was the first to sit in the high chair. She propped me up with pillows on both sides because I couldn't even sit up, and I didn't even know what she was saying to me. But you see, Mom stayed in the kitchen all the time. Everything she did was in the kitchen. Dad had a chair in the kitchen because he'd been sick, and he spent most of his time just sitting around. But she would prop me in the chair while she was baking. She would bake pies and cookies and bread and biscuits and whatever. And she would do her laundry in the kitchen. And she, of course, would wash dishes in the kitchen. So she was in the kitchen all the time. And while I was sitting in the chair, she would talk to me that whole time. She told me stories. She read me Bible stories. She sang to me. She taught me lessons, all kinds of things. And I learned before I even knew how to talk. She did so much for me. She did this for all the kids when they were growing up. There were 12 of us over a period of 30 years. I was the fortunate one. I didn't get adopted or I didn't get sent to a foster home. I was there most of the 30 years, helping take care of Dad and, of course, helping with the other kids. And you know, Mom's theory was right. We all turned out to be good people. My brother Ben, well, he's a pastor. And my brother John is a doctor. And then there's Becky. She was an abused baby when she came to our family. And you know what? She's a social worker now, and she takes care of other children. And there was my poor little brother Willie. He was a thalidomide baby. He was born without any arms. But you know what? He typed 5 novels with his toes. We all came home from time to time for birthdays and Christmas because we wanted to be together. And you know, Mom was the one that poured herself into us. She was our real mother, even though we ended up in adopted families and foster families. She was the one that really cared about us, and we wanted to be with her whenever we could. It's quiet in the house now. There's nobody here but me. And I'm going to take this chair home with me today. You see, I was the first to sit in the chair. And when I have grandchildren, I'm going to prop them up with pillows in the chair. And I'm going to tell them stories. I'm going to sing songs. I'm going to read the Bible. But most of all, I'm going to tell them about Mama.